little fox.
Peter and Benjamin wash clothes. Episode 1. Laundry Day.
Peter!
Benjamin called.
Let's fly my kite today!
Peter shook his head.
It's laundry day. I have a bag of dirty clothes. Mrs. Tiggy-Winkle is going to wash them.
I will help you with the bag,
Benjamin said.
then we can play!
Peter grinned.
Let's go!
The bunnies pulled the bag along the road. They dragged it up a hill. They dropped it in a puddle.
Oops!
Peter said.
Now the laundry is really dirty.
The bunnies got to Mrs. Tiggy-Winkle's house.
Wow!
Peter said.
This is a lot of laundry!
Benjamin said. Mrs. Tiggy-Winkle was very tired. She looked at Peter's bag.
Ugh!
She said.
These clothes are a mess. Sorry.
Peter said.
The clothes were already dirty!
Benjamin said. Mrs. Tiggy-Winkle frowned.
Careless bunnies.
She said. Mrs. Tiggy-Winkle took off her apron.
I am too tired to work today.
She said.
I need a holiday.
Then she dashed out the door. Peter and Benjamin wash clothes. Episode 2. A big mess.
Uh-oh.
Peter said.
Mrs. Tiggy-Winkle is gone. What should we do?
Let's play!
Benjamin said.
We can get my kite!
Peter shook his head.
I can't play yet. Those clothes are still dirty.
We can wash your clothes!
Benjamin said.
It's easy!
Peter smiled.
Good idea. Then we can fly your kite.
The bunnies filled some buckets with water. They dumped in lots of soap. Bubbles flew into the air.
Ah! I can't see!
Peter cried.
Be careful!
Benjamin called. But it was too late. Peter bumped into some buckets. Whoosh! Water and soap spilled everywhere.
Oh no!
Peter cried.
Now all the clothes are wet and soapy.
I will find him up!
Benjamin said.
Oops!
Benjamin slipped in the water. He banged into the table.
Crash!
Buckets and clothes flew everywhere. More soap spilled on the floor. Peter gulped.
We made a big mess.
He said. Knock, knock. Someone was at the door. Peter and Benjamin wash clothes. Episode 3. Flopsy's red dress. Peter opened the door. Flopsy stood there. She stared at the mess.
Where is Mrs. Tiggy-Winkle?
She asked. Peter wiped soap from his eyes.
She is on a holiday,
He said.
We are washing the clothes today.
Benjamin said.
Can you wash my red dress?
Flopsy said.
I need it for a party.
Peter tried to say no, but Flopsy waved.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Benjamin stomped his foot.
We will never fly my kite.
Flopsy hopped down the hill. Mrs. Tiggy-Winkle was sitting in the sun. Mrs. Tiggy-Winkle waved.
Hello. I'm on a lovely holiday. I know.
Flopsy said.
Peter and Benjamin are washing the clothes.
Mrs. Tiggy-Winkle gasped.
What? They will wash my red dress.
Flopsy said. Mrs. Tiggy-Winkle gulped.
Ooh. They are making a big mess.
Flopsy said.
There was lots of soap and water.
Mrs. Tiggy-Winkle leaped up. She ran home fast. Peter and Benjamin wash clothes. Episode 4. Mrs. Tiggy-Winkle returns.
What a mess.
Mrs. Tiggy-Winkle said. Peter and Benjamin looked up.
Mrs. Tiggy-Winkle.
Peter said.
You're back.
Benjamin said. Mrs. Tiggy-Winkle put on her apron and cap.
Benjamin, mop this floor. Peter, pick up that laundry. I will show you how to wash clothes.
First, Mrs. Tiggy-Winkle heated some water. Next, she put in some soap.
Just a little bit.
She said.
Now it's time to scrub.
The bunnies scrubbed the clothes. They hung them on a line.
All clean.
Peter said.
Let's go play.
Benjamin said. Mrs. Tiggy-Winkle frowned.
Not yet.
She said.
We must wash Flopsy's red dress first.
At last, all the laundry was done. The house was clean.
Now you can play.
Mrs. Tiggy-Winkle said. Peter and Benjamin walked home slowly. They got Benjamin's kite. Then they went to a field. Benjamin yawned.
You can fly the kite first,
he said. But Peter was snoring. Soon, Benjamin was snoring too.